Okay, so we're gonna start. I'm using my husband's GoPro because it has a better picture, but I can't quite see myself, so I'm sorry if I have a funky view of myself. But all right, so day one. Day one basically is just gonna talk about the projector and some of the things you can do to help set it up. I have the Appman, but there is a Bowmark that has already wireless, but I already had a Chromecast, so I didn't have to buy one. So it was my easiest bet. I will tell you the best thing you can have, because I think Sylvia doesn't have a remote for her, so she's got to manually turn it on and off. I have a remote for mine, so then I just kind of push the button and it turns on. So basically I will go over how like the cast one works, because that's what I use, but there are wireless ones too that might work very similar. Like I said, join that group, that Projector for Sewing group. It's amazing. It has so many steps, and a lot of things that I'm going to go over or talk about is all things that they know in there. So basically you can see, like, this is the projector up on the wall, and it just projects down. Okay, that is a pretty good picture. On here, ignore all my mess over there. That's bags and my yummy fabric. Yeah. Anyway, because this is wireless, I use an HDMI, but it's all hooked up there, if you can see, where my Chromecast and all that is. There's an HDMI cable that runs through both of those. So, back to here. So I just go to menu. Oops, that's not what I want to, well, not menu, source. And then I just change it to, so you can see everything I'm pushing on these buttons, you can see on my mat. Oops, I waited too long. HDMI. So there you go. And then basically then I come over to my computer here. Usually I have my chair, but since I'm going to be going over stuff, oh yeah, that's some of the CPT things I'm going to use from a hoodie. So the big thing for me, yes, I have to quit, is I have to, can you see this? Have Chromecast. So it means I have to have Chrome on my phone to cast. But like I said, there's a lot of different ways. This is just my way, and all together I think I spent $100 dollars, so not a whole lot. So I want to cast the desktop, because if not, it will just cast my page right here. And then this is after I've hooked everything up. So again, utilize that thing about how you hook up everything. Yep, I would like to do that. And then share. And then you can see on here how Google is now on my screen. Oh, I just realized I have a shadow with my fingers, huh? Is now casted on here. Hopefully y'all can see pretty well. I have a kind of a light going on right now. Not horribly, and it doesn't bother me too much, but it does work a little better when my room's dark. But if I make it too dark, y'all can't see. So then basically what you're going to do is that all of them have, nope, not the PowerPoint. I'm going to show you all that stuff later. This is just opened up in the free one, by the way. If you have the paid one, you can do more things, but I'm a pretty basic person. So I'll show you. This is what it is. There we go. This is what it looks like. Okay, if you can see the pattern. And this is all my marking, so I can pick my numbers. See, and I'll even show you how you can grade a little bit. I wanted to see what the difference was. But all of these little blocks right here equal 5 inches on my mat. And you can see, oops, if we go back, you can see where there's a 5-inch and a 1-inch. I prefer the 5. The 1 makes it a little busy. Hold on a second, let me grab my chair, since we're going over this stuff. Okay. So, like I said, you can see the 1 and 5, but these is 5. So basically what you want to do, so I can see that when I do this, that my pattern pieces are a little big for this way. So what you can do is you can view and then rotate the page and then rotate counterclockwise. And now, let me get rid of this. And even now it's still a little big. I can hide my toolbars, so it gives me a little more space, and then it's pretty perfect right there, because I'll be cutting on the 7/8. But even if you didn't, these markers right here, when you're on the board, you'll see, can help you out. So I have mostly all of it on the screen. I think all my other things will fit, yeah, just fine. To see how these, they would have fit long way, and they probably wouldn't have made it, and all that. But I need my toolbar back to show y'all. Oops, that's not what I wanted. Actually, this is the first time I've had to actually get rid of my toolbar to see my stuff, so sorry about that. But basically, if you saw, I do not want to sign in, thank you. Here we go. There's my toolbars. Okay. So hopefully y'all can still see. I don't know how close this will let me get it. But as you can see, there's a number right here. My husband is vacuuming very rudely while I make this video. So hopefully you can see me. There's a percentage right here. Like, I really shouldn't yell about the fact that my husband was vacuuming, right? Anyway, so you can see the percentage. Once you get this all calibrated, which I'll show you, this number right here, mine is at 34.5, will not change. It will stay exactly the same, okay? Every pattern I do is exactly 35.5, or 34.5. See, like the AO copy, all that. So now, as you can see, hopefully you'll be able to see this. This is projected onto my mat here. And then, so sometimes to make sure that things are good, I just move my mat versus, because I move it around a lot. So I will just line it up with these little squares going on.